All right, one of my favorite times of the day is White Birch Books Corner with Laura Cummings from White Birch Books. Good morning, Laura. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great.
Welcome back.
Yes, thank you.
You have lots of stuff.
I do. You know, every time I'm like, I should pare it down, but I just can't quite do it.
No, we get what we get to.
Exactly.
And that's the end of it. So let's jump into it. First, let's talk about White Birch Books. You guys are in North Conway Village.
Right. Basically, we're just before the park and playground, just south of it. We're across from TD Bank. I used to say, yes, it is a lovely building. I used to say we're right next to the defunct gas station. But last week they took out all the gas tanks.
Did they?
They did.
Nice.
So now part of our parking lot is dirt. I mean, not our side, but anyway. So we don't know what's going to happen over there. We're kind of excited.
That is pretty cool. All right,
Yes.
so beautiful building. You guys take a right in there. There's parking right along the garden area. Plus, like a couple of tiny spots in the back, but right in the front is best.
You can always find some room. Yes.
So you walk in, beautiful foyer, and you have the stuff. You have cards to the right.
Stuff,
You have
yes.
bookmark pens, everything you could possibly want for a birthday present, teacher present, yourself present is in your store.
We have a lot of fun things. I've been having a lot of fun time buying this summer. And I will say, I mean, you kind of see all around me all these bags.
Yeah.
We just got these in. This is a particular style, Blue Q, and they're basically mostly post-consumer product, and they're just kind of fun. You know, we've got giant shopping bags. We've got these little.
So cute.
These are my favorite because they have zippers at the top, and I use this style bag when I travel. And because you can zip it right up, it's right under the airplane seat and everything. And
they're pretty sturdy.
They're very sturdy. I mean, I have had my bag for probably like 5. I can't wait to buy new ones. We got all new styles, but I've had mine for at least 5 years. I've taken it all over the world practically, and I've not ripped any handles.
Paris.
I've no holes.
You brought a little American to Paris?
I did.
Nice.
Maybe a little bit in Venice, things like that.
Awesome.
But the fun thing is they have those bags, but they also, you can see the hangry lunch bag up there.
Can you grab that one?
Sure.
That is so cute. I know Kira really liked this one.
Right. I mean, it's just silly, but that could be your lunch bag, or that's, when you don't need a big bag and everything. And then
I love it.
You've got your cute little pencil cases,
I love these.
And we've been having so much fun. Here's your coin, but actually credit cards fit in this, so these could be your wallets.
Oh, nice.
So this little, the dog with the rolling in it.
Of course.
And the big bucks and things like that. So we got a huge display of all of these, and we just put it up yesterday.
Ooh, gonna be flying out the door.
Everything is there. We open at 9:30.
At 9:30, okay.
Yes.
So we have to hurry here
to get your best
we realize
choices.
That our interviews go for half an hour. So, so we have the bags.
Yes.
You have the pencil cases, the little coin purses.
Right.
And now let's transition to.
Well, if we want to stay with kind of fun things we just got a bunch of new journals
Take
in.
me to the unfun things.
No, we're only doing fun this morning.
Okay.
Just fun.
Just fun.
We got these great new journals, and what I like about these is, we have the kind of fun, silly little paperback daily journals, but these nice hardcover, very ornate, very special looking.
Yeah.
Only your best journaling in these.
Yes, and even what do you call this?
Those are like, no, those aren't
Gilded
end peepers.
edges?
Yeah, yes, that sounds great.
We'll go with that, officially speaking. We'll use it as a watch when question.
Right. Yes.
So your answer has a bunch of hours. Excellent. So these journals, and you have bigger ones as well, and this one has like a special little flap.
Yes,
Awesome.
and they're just very attractive. And
Yeah.
people do journal. It's been funny this summer. I've had so many people come in, where are your journals? And we did give them their big whole home. They have a whole bookcase. So again, we have the ornate ones, and then we have kind of the more sedate ones, I guess, just the color.
Right.
This is a new line,
Ooh,
very,
pretty.
very, we have some masculine colors and things like that, so men can journal too. So, and these have very fun, they have a little hole so you can feel it.
But there's a little like reed type.
Right,
marsh.
there's a very subtle.
It's very pretty.
Yes, and so and plus, we have cat journals. We have
Of course, you have cat journals. Laura likes cats. But the thing is, you have a lot of funny cat stuff in the store, which I love, especially in the card section, because I go in and I stock up. I have to admit, like. When that birthday comes around, I'm like, thank goodness I went to White Birch Books.
We seem to travel to all these different fun gift shows now. And in fact, if you look at our Facebook page today, Amy, who works for me, posted a lovely picture of me and my cat. And my cat has sunglasses on, and I have cat ears and whiskers. I mean, she decorated. I wonder if her daughter decorated. But anyway.
You were actually wearing these, or she did it in Photoshop?
She did it in Photoshop. I mean, I look ridiculous, but hey, it's a cat, so I like it.
And it's Facebook, so it's pretty ridiculous anyway. Right? So let's move on to the books, because of course your mainstay are the books.
And last time I came, we didn't really talk about the books, but there are some really good ones. Now this one, Underground Railroad, this just was announced this week as Oprah Winfrey's new book club book.
Boom.
Yes, and she used to have one like every month back when she was doing her show, and now she really only does a book group book if it screams book group book. And this is the Underground Railroad, which is about two slaves escaping on the Underground Railroad. He kind of plays with it a little bit. We have an interview posted on our Facebook page right now with the author. The author liked it, which I think, I'm not sure in social media, I think it means we're dating.
Wait, what?
The author and I think. Is that how it works?
Yeah, on Facebook it does. You're friends, you're dating.
I'm just kidding. Or at the very least, it means you should come buy the book from us. I think that's what he's saying.
So is this like a fictional historical?
It's historical fiction. Fiction. He, yes.
You said it better, yeah.
But he plays with it a little bit. He almost makes it seem as though there is truly a railroad, like with switches and this and that. So he plays with the concept a little bit. But there have been some very good books lately, about race, which, I mean, it might not be the funnest thing, but it's always good to keep reading about it and everything. So you just keep kind of questioning things and
well, that and another perspective.
Yes,
one that
always.
you might not have realized being, we're pretty white. So
and it's not funny, but there's this other book we have called The Underground Airlines, and I kept kind of getting confused, and I haven't had a chance to read this one yet, but The Underground Airlines supposes that the Civil War never happened. So it's set in present day with still about 5 or 6 slave states, and that is mind-blowing.
All right.
So it's like the two of them together. I mean, it really, it's always good. That's why you read.
Yeah, entertaining, educational, and you can find it right at White Birch.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
Exactly.
All right, and what's this? The Muse.
The Muse. I read this one. It's such a beautiful cover.
Yeah,
when I read it, it was before it came out. Just had a blank cover, and it had a girl on it, and anyway, this is just gorgeous. This is an art story, and it's a present day and a past, and they're trying to. There's a piece of artwork that comes to the surface, and they're trying to identify it. It's just really good. It's part of it is set during. I don't know if it's the Spanish. There's some uprising. I don't want to say the Spanish Civil War because that sounds a conflict. And the painters are from that era, and our main character in present day is an immigrant to England working at a museum, and they kind of find these stories out. And there's a lot of great art history books coming out right now. This is a great
size, too, if you can just check out. That'd be a perfect summer read.
And it is, and it's fun because you get like this, that's what's beautiful about these art books is you kind of travel with them. It's almost like reading a travel log and everything. So that's just a really nice summer read.
Awesome.
And
now Hamilton. I don't know if you want to jump.
No, we can. This is just, if you don't get tickets, which who does? But anyway, this is the complete show book. This has the lyrics. This has behind the scenes. It's photos and everything. And for some people, it might be as close as you get to it.
Right.
And Anyway,
so
it's
to have all the songs.
Yes.
Like the.
I mean, it doesn't have like music, but it has
Sketchbooks.
liner notes and
cool.
idea things plus pictures from behind the scenes,
Yeah.
and it's really kind of like the Hamilton Bible. So people are so. I mean, it's hard to get. It goes in and out of stock because it's a big book, and
Very
but
cool.
we do have it in now.
Okay, so you got to get over there quick. 9:30.
That's right. That's
9:30
right.
a.m.
And I have to bring this one up. I just
Please
finished
do.
reading this one, Ready Player One. So this is written by somebody who was very enamored of the 80s. And
Who isn't?
right. Video games, the movies, like the main. So the idea is that the somebody had created this computer software called the Oasis, where everybody goes. It's like virtual reality.
And they picked the 80s?
Well, they go to school. Well, anyway, he becomes a gazillionaire and he dies.
Oh.
And then he says, inside my Oasis somewhere is an egg. Like one of those hidden programming things, and you have to find it. So people, they study how to play video games. They study all the movies he loved, all the music he loved, and things like that. It's in there, and it's so funny, like War Games and Monty Python, and the video game stuff I wasn't so good at.
I'm
I mean,
totally into that.
I used to skip school and go to the Dream Machine and play Q*bert.
Oh my God,
but
Q*bert.
Yeah.
And
Boink.
Joust.
Joust plays a big role in here. Yes,
Come
it
on.
does. I'm serious.
Now I have to get it.
And
love
so it's
Joust.
kind of science fiction. It's the world. I think it's like 2040. So we're not like, but there's been a economic recession. There's no natural gas. No whatever. People live. These trailers, instead of trailer parks that are spread out, the trailers are now stacked.
Yeah, you can kind of see
on
it
top
on the
of each
front
other
cover
and
there.
things like that. But basically, everybody who can just plugs into their machine and spends time in the Oasis.
Huh.
And so it's a great coming of age. It's a good
What
versus
age would
evil.
you recommend it for?
Definitely teens can read it, but it's also an adult story too.
All right.
I mean, you can go.
How much are we talking here? See if I have enough cash. Because Tyler, I bet, would love
forget
this.
it's like 15 or 16
yeah, 16
bucks.
bucks. Yeah, I love that.
And I
All
think they're going to make a movie out of it.
No.
I mean, it is full of just
The
references
yeah.
to,
Yeah, he's a little young for the 80s, but
still.
yeah,
Well, he
that would be
should
very
learn,
cool.
right?
Yeah, I mean, it's what I grew up on. All right, so, and then just to wrap up,
Yes.
we have the national parks, of course.
Yeah, I brought some of
Anniversary.
these. I'll slide them over just so you see a little better. It's the National Park Centennial Anniversary, 100
Huge.
years,
Yeah.
and we have some beautiful books. But in addition, we've got some nice, like a gorgeous calendar, a puzzle. We've got a few other calendars and things like that. But my son just took a trip to Montana and went to a couple national parks, so he's all about national parks right now.
Cool.
And I think we might have to go to California next and see
Yeah,
those
you might have to.
redwoods and
That's awesome.
sequoias and
All right,
things like
and
that.
you have all these in stock, so if folks are taking a trip or they
Yes.
want to just take a trip through your bookstore,
Right.
they can do that with the help of the National Park 2017 calendar.
Right.
Looks like very, very cool artwork.
Well, that's what's, it's kind of that retro artwork, and it's gorgeous. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I have again, my son, I have a Patriots calendar. And I have to say, every time I look at it, I hate it. I'm like, why can't I have a pretty calendar?
Well, Tom Brady's kind of pretty.
Well, but he's not
kinda
on every
pretty.
page. If it were a Tom Brady calendar, but anyway, I'm hoping we get this one next year.
Well, excellent.
I'm hoping.
All right, Laura, did we touch on most things? The
We
bags,
touched
the
on most
wallets,
things,
the
and just
journals?
we've
stuff.
got the art in the park going on today. It's a great day to wind your way through that and wind right down to us. And
Awesome. Okay, doors open at 9:30, close.
Close at 6.
Close at
Tomorrow we're
6.
open 10 to 5.
10 to 5,
And
all right.
we've got, all the books, all the stuff, and bargains too, used books.
Can I just come hang out? You guys
You
kind of
can.
have very comfy couches and chairs and stuff for people if they want to take a little time.
I was closing last night and people were taking time.
Well, you're like
kind of going.
So six. I
never do that unless they look like they're really settling in.
No, I didn't tell you I was moving in. Okay. Yes. Well, Laura, thank you so much. Always a pleasure to have you around the set. All right, folks, we'll be back. We have more on the show, including another look at the weather forecast and more Watch and Win. So don't go